Today I'm going to show you how to make Easter themed marker prints. What does that mean? Well, let's see. First, let's get our materials ready. You'll need a pencil and an eraser, a black permanent marker like a Sharpie, washable colored markers, blank paper, a sheet of foil, a spray bottle filled with water, and a paper towel. First, you're going to draw a picture that is Easter themed, then outline it with black permanent marker. Just leave it black and white. For my picture, I decided to draw overlapping Easter eggs. So I'm creating a pile of Easter eggs here. I'm starting with the shape that is an oval that represents the eggs. So as I'm drawing, I'm making sure to go lightly with my pencil so that I can erase some of the pencil lines I don't need later. If I press down too hard, it will be harder to erase later. Notice when I'm drawing my Easter egg shapes that they are overlapping. So some of them bump into each other and go on top or underneath another one. Make sure you fill up your entire paper with eggs if you want to draw this option. After you've drawn your eggs, then we're going to take a Sharpie, and you'll probably need an eraser for this step. So with our Sharpie, or just use a black permanent marker, you're going to outline the oval Easter egg shapes. I'm starting with some of the shapes that are kind of spaced out. So I'm just picking ones that are a little bit away from each other. Then I'll work on the overlapping part. So I'm not outlining any that are next to each other yet. Now I'm starting to, so notice that I only outlined the lines that I needed. Then I can take my eraser and erase the pencil lines that I don't need. Let's watch that in a fast speed. Then go ahead and erase all the pencil lines that you don't need. Now let's decorate our eggs. So we're going to use different types of lines to fill in our Easter eggs. I'm using some curved lines, zigzags, swirls, dotted, dashed. You can come up with any type of line that you know to fill in your Easter eggs. Now let's see those eggs get filled up with patterns. I don't draw this fast in real life. I sped up my video, so artist, I don't want you to rush through this and draw super fast like me. I want you to take your time so that it looks your best. Okay, now that our eggs are filled with patterns, we're gonna do the marker print portion of this. So you'll need foil, you'll need washable markers, any kind of marker that you could wash off, not a permanent marker like a Sharpie. So I'm gonna take the foil and I'm gonna pull it off of the box here, and I wanna make sure it's about the size or a little bit bigger than my paper. Then I'll flatten out the foil. And you'll also need a spray bottle filled with water. You can use an old bottle that had another kind of material in it like I did if you don't have a spray bottle that's empty. And then we're gonna take our washable markers and color on the foil. So I'm gonna create a background color for my Easter egg picture. When you're coloring on the foil, you don't have to color in every little space, but you do want to get a lot of color on the foil. You can choose any kind of pattern or design to color on your foil. I'm just doing straight horizontal lines that go across here, and I chose a rainbow color scheme, but you can choose any color scheme that you like. Now I finished my rainbow, but I want to see if it fits the size of the paper. So I needed a little more color. So I'm going to repeat my pattern by adding pink at the bottom. Now we'll need our spray bottle. So I'm going to check and see that it fits, and it does. And I'm going to spray the foil about 5 or 6 times, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little less, until the markers start to blend. Then put your design face down and give your paper a back rub. So you want to rub on your paper for about 30 seconds, so count to 30, maybe a little more. Make sure you get all the corners and the edges. The more you do this, the more color will transfer. Then you can peel it up a little bit and take a peek and see if it covered. And if it doesn't, give it a back rub again. I think mine is good, so I took it off, and there we go. After, when you're done, you can clean your foil by spraying it and use that paper towel we got out to clean it, so you could reuse it and make another marker print. Have fun making your Easter marker print.